morning, everyone. For today, we will be reporting about learning resources and instructional accommodation. So for the overview, this lesson provides an overview of the learning resources and instructional accommodations used in special and inclusive education in the Philippines. It highlights various programs such as special education, inclusion, alternative learning system, and Madrasah Life, each designed to support diverse learners, including out-of-school youth, disadvantaged children, and students with special needs. The lesson also covers the importance of indigenizing, contextualizing the curriculum to make learning relevant for indigenous communities. Emphasis is placed on understanding flexible and differentiated instructional methods that promote equitable access to education across various learning environments, including homeschool and distance learning options. This comprehensive approach aims to foster a more inclusive education that accommodates the unique needs of all learners. So for us to be guided, let me read to you our objectives. First, identify various learning resources available in the Philippines for supporting special and inclusive education. Second, describe the instructional accommodations used in different programs, including special education, inclusion, alternative learning system, and differentiated instruction. Third, explain the purpose and importance of indigenizing and contextualizing the curriculum to better meet the needs of indigenous students in the Philippines. And lastly, analyze how specific programs like ALS, Madrasah Life, and homeschool distance learning contribute to inclusive education in the Philippines. So for today's lesson, we will be reporting about the 8 programs and what are the instructional and learning resources and instructional accommodation that a teacher can use in these programs. So the first program is the special education program. So special education programs in the Philippines are designed to cater to students with disabilities, including those with physical, intellectual, sensory, or multiple disabilities. So special education programs, we already know about this, and sa program na ito, welcome nito yung mga students with physical, intellectual, sensory, or multiple disabilities. Now, how the problem is, if meron kang student na may physical, intellectual, sensory, or multiple disabilities, ano yung mga learning resources at instructional accommodations na maaari mong gamitin? So let's discuss those learning resources. So first, the DepEd Special Education Modules. So it is developed for learners with various disabilities. These modules cover skills from basic literacy to life skills. So itong DepEd Special Education Modules, this is applicable for those learners with disabilities na nahihirapan pumasok sa school, or yung mga disabilities nila ay nag-hinder sa kanila para mag-attend ng formal schooling. So learning resources for those students include the different special education modules. So it covers skills from basic literacy like reading, writing, and counting, and to life skills. Teaching those learners with disabilities the proper hygiene, safety, as well as other life skills. The second learning resources are assistive technology devices. Tools like speech-to-text software, large print textbooks, braille books, and visual aids are widely used in special education centers. So tools like speech-to-text software, these tools are applicable for those students na nahihirapan sumulat. So, di ba, na-discuss na to from previous topics kung disabilities na maglisod o sulat ang bata. So, kung naka-student na inana, pwede din mo gamitin ang speech-to-text software wherein dili na sila need magsulat, ilang isulti, and then ang ilang isulti mo ang ilang isulti convert into text. And then the large print textbooks. These tools are used for students with visual impairment. So you could print large print textbooks. And then the braille books. This is used for blind children. So kaning braille books, kanapitang books na nakahulma ang mga like letter.
Yes,
Kanang letters alphabet A, B, C, D. So, kini braille books, magamit din siya sa mga blind children. Kaya ilara na ang kawilan. Like, kini siya, example, kini ang libro. Ang letter A, naka-forma na siya. Tapos ilara kawilan. Tangible.
Version color nga na yung mga letters sa ilang tuldok-tuldokan.
Yes.
Nakawilan din na.
That's an example of braille books. And then visual aids are widely used in special education programs. The next is sign language resources. Resources such as the Philippine Sign Language Dictionary are available for hearing impaired learners. So ang mga Philippine Sign Language Dictionary, meron ito, available ito online. So like all letters in the alphabet merong specific hand sign. So tinuturo ito para sa mga may hearing impaired na mga learners. The next is the instructional accommodations. First, the individualized education plans. So customized learning plans are made to cater to the needs of each special education student. So as a teacher, especially if you are teaching in a special education classroom, so you need to have customized learning plans in order to cater to the needs of each special education student. So you need to prepare and plan ahead of time and create customized learning plans in order to teach those children with disabilities. The next is classroom aides and SPED teachers. Trained aides and teachers provide support in specialized subjects. So when we say learning resources, this doesn't refer only for those mga resources, but as teachers, it can also be our resource. So meron mga training or seminars na in-offer yung government in order for teachers to be well equipped with knowledge on how to provide support with those children. So also in special education programs, meron mga specialized subjects. So specialized subjects like life skills. So tinuturuan yung mga students ng different life skills para kanila na para matuto ng mga life skills. The next is modified assessments. So assessments are tailored to each student's abilities with alternative ways of evaluation like verbal responses or visual tests. So modified assessment. So example of these are verbal responses na pwede natin gamitin sa mga student na like merong mga physical disabilities. And then for visual tests, for those learners na merong mga visual impairment. Now let us proceed to the next program, the inclusion programs. So inclusion refers to the philosophy and practice of ensuring that students, regardless of their differences, physical or intellectual disabilities, are educated in the least restrictive environment alongside their non-disabled peers. So kung sa special education programs, ang mga students doon is mayroong mga disabilities. Dito sa inclusion programs, yung mga students with disabilities ay nakahalo sa mga normal student. So ano yung mga learning resources and instructional accommodations na maaaring gamitin ng isang teacher para sa inclusion program? So let's discuss. that one. So first, the universal design for learning materials. These resources provide varied content formats, videos, readings, interactive media to cater to different learning styles. Second, peer learning resources. In some public schools, peer-assisted learning strategies are promoted to encourage cooperation and support. So as a teacher, you could make use of yung mga disabled na mga students, pwede mo silang ihalo sa mga normal student in order to have this peer learning. So in that way, those students with disabilities are able to learn with those normal students. Now for the instructional accommodations, first the flexible grouping. Students are grouped according to interest, skill, or learning needs, after often change depending on the activity. So you could have flexible grouping. So you could group them as to their interest, skill level, or learning needs. And for the resource rooms, it is available in some schools for students needing one-on-one assistance. So if sa school na tinuturuan mo, merong ganitong type of resources, you can have a one-on-one assistance for your student in order para mas maturuan mo ito para mas mabigyan mo ng focus in order to para din ma-assess mo yung ganyang learning growth. And lastly, physical accessibility modifications. Ramp, wider doorways, and classroom layouts are adjusted to include all students. So that ends my report. For the continuation,
This time when I'm going to discuss the indigenization and contextualization of the curriculum. Indigenization and contextualization are the process that adapt the national curriculum to local context, cultures, language, and the needs of learners. So, para sa inyo, how can you differentiate indigenization and contextualization? Sa kalahiran sa inyo.
I don't know, teacher.
Yes, I think you have to
Si Pati ng Kodot.
Si Grace nag-idea.
Kay Kodot na idea.
Idea. Okay, when we say indigenization, sige ta, go. Sige, go. Tara. Kuha na siyang indigenization na process na ka nang i-integrate gani ang mga kuhan sa anang lugar, like sa ilang language, ilang mga practices, i-integrate kaya bali sa curriculum walang contextualization, kahit atong i-integrate kung unsay kanang mga kuhan gani sa kanang anang lugar sa panin. Like, ang contextualization kanang i-adapt sa kanang kuan curriculum akong unsay kanang kuan na lugar kanang mga materials mo yan. So let us know the learning resources of the indigenization and the contextualization. Mother tongue-based materials, of course, sa curriculum, i-integrate yun ang kanang mother tongue-based, especially sa mga primary na mga locals. Kaya mas dali ra nila mag-grasp ang kanang topic basta nakakuan sa ilahang language. Next is locally developed teaching aids. Indigenous and local elements are incorporated into visual aids, storybooks, and games. Tarang ang mga visual aids galing nga ginagamit ang mga storybooks, kuan gihapon siya, align gihapon siya sa kanang kuan mga local na mga histories na anang kalugar. Next is the instructional accommodations, community involvement in curriculum design. Indigenous leaders and local stakeholders participate in developing curriculum content that reflect local cultures. It means that sa curriculum, nag-hapoy community involvement. Like sa ato, again, Sir Goli sa una, mag-involve gihapon ang community sa curriculum. To share their mga ideas gani para ma-incorporate siya sa klase. Project-based learning. Activities connect classroom content to the community enhancing relevant and engagement. Like, anang, if magpaloto-loto, kibalik ka, ang sagay lang din ha sa ilan ni Raven nga lugar.
Ang gusan.
Oo, yung sagad manubo ba na gra? Oo, naay pa din ang manubo. Kung magpaloto-loto, kibalik ka, ang imong gamiton ng mga utensils ka nang available sa ilahang. Like, ang ilahang lutuanan ba yung kay kanang lahi? Oo. Lahi sila kanang kuan. Mana imong gamiton kibalik para mas maka-learn ang bata. Dili na magamit atong mga isulay na pang kuan na sila ka-experience. Next is the ALS. O is why disadvantaged learning children, adult learners. ALS is an alternative form of education aimed at learners who cannot access formal schooling due to various reasons such as poverty, child labor, or geographical isolation. It targets out-of-school youth, disadvantaged children, and adult learners. Nabaya tayo mga ALS din niya, mga out-of-school youth. Kung ano na sa ato ang common. The learning resources that you need are the ALS modules and workbooks. When we say self-paced modules, kanang mga modules gani like sa ato sa grade 4, 11 o 12 nga ginahatagan na taong mga modules for us nga maka natay home nga time gani para magkanang answer din kanang igana sa mga ALS hatagan na sila modules. Modules like mobile libraries and e-resources. DepEd provides mobile libraries and digital materials for remote learners. Yes, gina para sa ato sa una makanang ang mga maestra kay muanha sa anang nga lugar para magkanang deliver gani mga modules. Kanya mag-provide pud sila mga kanang kuan mga learning resources kanang mga modules gani nga para sa nila nga naka kuan na gani ang mga videos naka kanang ma-access na gani nila. Radio-based instruction. Next is the instructional accommodations. Flexible scheduling classes are scheduled to suit learners who may have work or family responsibilities. Yes, na sila ka ng ilahang kaugalingan ka ng panong. Depende lang sa ilang kung sa free time nila. Then alternative venues. Unlike sa una nga, di ba yung to ni Sir Gulli sa una, mga ALS right dito sa one month kasagaran magkuhan sa kanang mga center na sa karon kay kuan ang ALS sa kanang high school hindi ka nang utang na dali siya sa high school or sa elementary din sa ako. Module and self-paced learning. Yes, learners can progress through modules of their own pace. So for the next kuan for the Madrasa Alive.
Everyone.
Good morning.
How are you?
We're fine, teacher.
Now let's move on to Madrasa Alive. Can you read everyone?
Madrasa Alive is a program that supports the education of Muslim students, especially in the Muslim majority areas of the Philippines. The program seeks to integrate Islamic education with the national curriculum.
So ang layunin ay ang programa nito is kanang this program focuses on the madrasa student, ay kanang mga Muslim nga students. So, ang layunin ng programa ito is yung pagsamahin yung edukasyong Islam at yung karaniwang itinuturo sa paaralan. So, these are the learning resources. Can you read everyone?
Arabic language textbooks. DepEd provides specialized materials for learning Arabic and Islamic values. Digital Quranic resources. These are used to reinforce Islamic values and are accessible to learners at home.
So, Arabic language textbooks, ang DepEd ang nag-provide ng mga aklat na ito. Dito, nakapaloob yung paano sila matuto ng mga words na Arabic at yung mga Islamic values kagaya ng pagrespeto sa kapwa at pagiging mabuting tao. Next is the digital Quranic resources. So dito is nag-provide sila ng mga online or yung digital na resources para matuto sila ng mga Quranic at yung kanilang at ang relihiyon ng mga Islam. So yung Quran, ito yung aklat ng mga or holy book ganin ng mga Islam students. Next is instructional accommodations. Can you read everyone?
Culturally sensitive teaching methods. Teaching strategies respect Islamic traditions and values, using culturally appropriate examples. Flexible class schedules. Some classes are held outside regular school hours to accommodate religious practices.
So, culturally sensitive method. So, ito, as dito, sinusubukan ng mga guro na yung kanilang mga examples is hindi nakakasakit sa mga Islamic students. So, dapat yung kanilang mga examples is mayroong paggalang sa mga Islamic students. Next is the flexible class schedule. So, yung oras ng pag-aaral dito ng mga Islam students is dapat hindi siya nakakasagabal sa oras ng kanilang mga religious activities like yung pagdarasal. Next is the special interest programs. Can you read everyone?
Special interest programs in the Philippines provide additional educational opportunities for students based on their individual talents and interests or needs.
So dito, ito yung special interest programs, ito yung nagbibigay daan sa mga students na kanang i-improve pa gani ang kanilang mga interests. So learning resources, can you read everyone?
Specialized equipment and materials. Schools provide resources such as art supplies, musical instruments, and sports equipment for students pursuing their interests.
So dito is nagbibigay yung paaralan ng mga instruments. Like for example, if yung student na yun is mahilig siya sa musical, so nagbibigay yung yung paaralan ng like piano or ibang paggamitan pang musical. Next is the online resources and clubs. Platforms like DepEd Commons and school-sponsored online club sports, extracurricular, and the rest. So dito is, nagbibigay din sila ng mga online platform kagaya ng, like for example, yung mga online clubs na dito, pinapanood nila or nanonood sila ng mga online tutorial para mag-ensayo rin at para ma-improve yung kanilang mga interests. Next is the instructional accommodations. Can you read everyone?
Talent-based grouping. Students with similar interests or skills work together on projects. Flexible curriculum modules. Students pursuing arts, sports, or vocational skills receive flexibility in their curriculum to prioritize skill development.
So talent-based grouping is self-explanatory naman. And for the flexible curriculum module, so yung mga students na pursuing, yung mga students na mga students nga mga athlete students mga athlete students is sinisiguro nila na hindi nila napapabayaan yung kanilang pag-aaral. So like for example, sa morning is nag-i-ensayo yung mga students na athlete students at sa afternoon naman is doon sila pumapasok. So kahit athlete students sila is hindi nila napapabayaan yung kanilang pag-aaral. Next is
instruction. Quality differentiated instruction involves adjusting teaching methods to surface and assessment to meet the diverse learning needs of students. So, paano man diba, na magkakalit ang mga different instruction para different instruction para activities para makita ganito na ng estudyante na kung sa nilang needs para mas-improve pa yung learning. So, this is the learning resources sa katong quality differentiated instruction. Adaptive Interactive learning platforms. Programs like GameU and other e-learning platforms provide varied levels of content and discipline. So there is kanagay mag-use sa mga multimedia katong sa katong like sa kanang mga kahot, mga inanagani para mas engaging ang kanang kuan sa mga students. Also, the visual and tactile aids materials that cater to multiple senses are used to help students engage with content more effectively. So here is kanang kanang paggamit nato mga visual, mga connect sa mga presyo sa mga multimedia. Matong gid ang mga estudyante na gusto sila mag-participate, mag-cooperate kay ganan sila sa mga activities o sa mga nakita nila sa computer. And then the instructional accommodation is sample assignments. Tasks are broken into steps to support learning at different levels. So here is kanang mahatag kag instructions na clear kung unsa yung pangbuhaton kanang na mauna ilang buhaton dapat clear ang ihatag instruction. Then kanang nag-guide nga kanang steps like para mas makuha nila nga kuan. Also the choice words, students can choose activities that match their interest or skill level, allowing them to learn at their own pace. So, here is nagali kuha ng bata nga mag-pili o ilang gusto nga kuha. Di ba na ina nga teacher na ang bata mo ilang kabutan kung sa ilang gusto nga para makita yung ilang needs as a student. Next one is, so this is the last one sa among report na homeschool or distance learning. Homeschooling and distance learning have become increasingly popular in the Philippines, particularly due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Both forms of education offer flexibility for learners who cannot attend traditional schools for various reasons. So, di ba guys, asynchronous para makuha ng katong taon sa ato katong pandemic na time, di ba? Sa mga sa provincialist, duha nga mo ay tulo nga mo ways sapat kanikuan. Na asynchronous, na modules o na online or kanang digitized gani. Ang synchronous is di ba katong mag-meet through mga Google Form, mga Google Meet, mga ingana. Mag-meet sila everyday para dito. So ingana mo kanang gamit sa mga STEM students dito sa mga community sila nagakuan. Ingana din. Sa mga is kanang nag-send sa mga o kanang mga modules through Messenger ang kanang digitize para makuha ko diba katong walay signal o katong di makadto sa kon sa nag-send din sila sa Messenger niya. Di kami nagapasa sa mga content sa classroom, mga Edmodo at mga ITMS na ilang kung mo nga naghatag dito magamit hindi pa gamit din. Also sa katugaling, di ba isa pa dis katong modular na wato pa dito sa school. So para mas less than imbis kayo magbayad mag-care pa kapadulong dito So lapis like na siya makapag-digitize na para di na magasuhan. Like para makuha din yung mga kaibisan, bahala ka ng like umuis ka ng makuha din yung mga learning. So these are the learning resources na para sa homeschool and distance learning. DepEd comments on the LMS platforms. Platforms like Google Commons, Moodle, and Google Classroom provide online learning materials and just add modules. So, kanis nakagamit sa una is katong one itong high school sa Agusen, nakagamit yun yung mga LMS na mga kuan link. Nagagamit dito may nagapasa gamit ng ang app na Moodle. Moodle dito kaya na yung mga instructor, mga subject teacher na magamit yung mga LMS na mga link. So, kung pag kuwan ka dito, pag magbasa nga, dapat untay ka magbasa kay kato, di nakakapasa kung malaki siya. And then also sa Edmodo is ang Edmodo po is nakagamit na pagmeni sa calculus na time. Per calculus, dapat din untay ko ka makatag din mo hampuan kung kay malakas siya, di pala sa Google Classroom, galing na mabutangan ng mundan late. Dito is ka ng malakas siya, balik na mong hindi na mo makapasa ng so, nalak na rin ang ako. Okay guys, nalak ko ba ito, grabe na ako pakiloy sa mga subject teacher. Dapat pakiloy. Satan. Pero ako kabantay na natin ay So, sa Google Classroom, so, gamit naman din natin ang Google Classroom, di ba?
Yes.
Atong buwan ka tang first year na to-draw sa research. Also, the multimedia resources, video lectures, interactive videos, and recording lessons are widely accessible to remote learners. So, isa po na siya sa unang itong buwan, pandemic kasi is di ba na yung ang mga subject teachers na to is nag-assign sila o video nila video lesson para magtanawag para tanawin ko na to. Kaya sa among sa GenMath is parang nag-assign siya og lecture ganung mga video nga siya mismo ang among advisor mismo o katong subject teacher mismo naalito para masagtan nila ang lesson nga bisan pag digital asynchronous modular is kanang masagtan nimo ang katong subject and then the instructional accommodation is flexible and asynchronous learning. Students can study at their own time accommodating various work environments. Di ba kato na dito pa kanang isang kanang uban na pag-late nag-answer kay kuan lagi nara lagi sa balay late ka mo pa pag kung paano sa nang tipa sa dito na magkarakarak answer mao po na ang disadvantage sa kuan. Ang advantage is dito ganang dili na ka magasto kay magasto ka ng politi para sa dito. Then the parental training and guides. So resources are provided to parents as facilitator of learning, offering guidance on supporting their children's education. So kapag tayo itong mga module nga natin ka nang para ng ganisa mga parents, ilang survey, kapag tayo na sabi, di ba na yung anak, para kung one way naman ito ang learning at time sa pandemic. So that's all. Thank you for listening. Next one.